Hi, and welcome to today's presentation on the GEM5000 battery charger best practice. In this presentation, we will go over the difference between the GEM5000 and GEM2000 battery charger, how to properly connect and use the charger, what the different stages of the charging process are, and tips when using the charger to maximize. Here you can see both chargers side by side. As you can see, the GEM5000 charger is a bit smaller, but even though the connectors might look similar at a glance, they're physically different and they are not interchangeable. Here are the main differences. When the chargers are connected to the outlet, the GEM5000 charger shows a yellow solid light as a standby stage, while the GEM2000 charger LED remains off during the standby stage, which is the opposite. Connectors on the GEM5000 are smaller in size due to a more compact unit. The GEM5000 charger does not charge the battery if the unit is on and in use, while you can with the GEM2000 charger. This is probably one of the main differences between both chargers. The GEM5000 charger has a yellow and green color indicators during the charging process to indicate the different processes of the charging process, while the GEM2000 charger only uses one color indicator, which is red, for the different charging stages. And finally, when the charging process is complete, the GEM5000 charger shows a solid green light indicating that the battery. These are just some safety tips to know before charging your unit. The GEM5000 unit, it's ATEX certified, but the charger is not. So battery must be charged in a safe area and not in a hazardous environment. The charger is intended for indoor use only. And finally, make sure there's enough ventilation or enough room around the charger when charging, as the charger can get warm. Here you can see the front and back of the charger and the specifications. Input voltage can be from 100 to 240 volts AC at a frequency of 50 to 60 Hz. The output voltage is 10.1 volts DC at a max current of 1.5 amps. Also note that the charger has an interchangeable power adapter for different countries. In this image, currently the US adapter is connected. If you're traveling internationally and need it, when ready to charge the unit, we recommend connecting the charger to the outlet first to confirm the charger is receiving AC power, which you can confirm by the solid yellow light. By doing this, first you will also confirm if there's a potential problem with the charger. Once the charger has been connected to the outlet and everything looks normal, you can connect the charger port to the female receptacle from the GEM. Note that there's only one correct way to connect the port, and you can confirm by aligning the red dots from the male port to the female receptacle. At this point, also make sure the unit is off so that the charger. And now we're going to go over the different stages of the charging process and what they mean. We're going to cover the standby, the pre-charge, rapid charge, maintain, error mode, ready. First stage is the standby. This is when you first plug the charger into the outlet. You should see a yellow solid light at this stage, and the yellow light remains solid until the charger is connected to the unit Once you connect the charger to the unit, the charger starts the pre-charge stage. This stage takes approximately 5 minutes, and cell balancing occurs during this process so that each individual cell charges evenly. You will also, once the pre-charge is complete, charger goes into rapid charge. This process takes approximately 3 hours from a complete discharge battery. And note that during this stage, the LED flashes green rapidly for the entire. Once the rapid charge is complete, the charger goes into maintain mode. During this stage, once again, cell balancing occurs to balance each individual cell and equalize any small cell deviations. This process takes approximately 1 hour. Note that the LED has a slow green flash during this process. So between the rapid charge and the maintain mode, if at any point during the charging process there's any temperature or voltage condition out of the normal ranges, the charger will go into error mode, and you will notice this when LED has a fast yellow flash. If this happens, what you can do is disconnect the charger and confirm there's enough ventilation and the charger is not hot to the touch. If the problem persists, when the battery pack is completely charged, charger goes into ready mode, indicated by a solid green light, which will remain green until unit is disconnected or charger stops receiving AC. If at any point the charger goes into waiting mode, it's because temperature from the cells, they're out of valid range, and once temperature returns to normal, the charger process will resume. You will notice that this mode when the LED alternates from yellow to green, and the duration of this will vary depending on the time it takes for temperature. And finally, we're going to go over some helpful tips to maximize operation. Remember that for the charger to properly charge the battery, the unit should be off for the entire charging process. But if for any reason the unit gets turned on while the charger is connected, this will be okay and will not damage the unit, but it's very important that once the unit is off again, you must disconnect the charger from the unit to break the connection and then reconnect back for the charger to complete the charging process. What is meant by breaking that connection is by physically disconnecting the charging port from the unit, wait a few seconds, and when the unit is still off, connect the charger back. You can also break the connection by disconnecting the charger from the outlet, wait a few seconds, and then connect back. Failure to do this will result in the battery pack not getting charged. As good practice, you can make it a habit of just leaving the unit. Another thing that can save power is to set your pump run times correctly for the right amount of time for each ID. Leaving the pump run for longer periods of time when you don't need it can drain the battery faster. When you're not planning on using the unit, you can leave it connected to the charger so it keeps the battery charged and avoiding a complete discharge. Good example for this can be during the weekends. And to prolong the life of the battery, we also recommend completely discharging the battery and immediately charging it completely. You can give the battery pack short charging boosts to get more power during the day, but try avoiding charging the unit like this every single time, as this can shorten the life of the battery pack. Thank you for your time.